Technology-enabled teaching is more advantageous than the traditional teaching in secondary classrooms. The purpose of this presentation is to demonstrate and confirm how technology-enabled teaching is more advantageous than traditional teaching to students in the secondary classroom. My oral presentation today is in partial fulfillment of the course MGMT 6019 Critical, Analytical, and Communication Skills for Managers in the Master of Science degree program, Management and Educational Leadership, offered by the University of the West Indies Open Campus. Good afternoon, Madam Scott, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Technology-enabled teaching is more advantageous as it provides the students in the secondary classroom with a more stimulating, interactive, collaborative, and independent learning environment, which is necessary at this stage of their development. Technology-enabled teaching is the delivery of lessons using varied technology, whether it be hardware or software, and the students are at the center of the teaching learning process. Traditional teaching is the expectation that students will learn because we tell them to. Shader 2013. The secondary classroom, according to the Merriam-Webster.com dictionary, is school intermediate between elementary school and college, and usually offering general, technical, vocational, or college preparation courses. Teachers, do you find that your students are complaining of having to write too much and being bored in class? Do they express the desire to be home on their electronic devices and exploring the world? Well, the introduction of technology-enabled teaching can greatly assist with these problems and others that you may encounter. Technology-enabled teaching can be used in the instruction and training processes. It is stimulating, interactive, collaborative, and provides an independent learning environment among other advantages in the secondary classroom. When teachers use technology to instruct and train students, they are preparing them for the workforce, which requires individuals to have some form of competency in the use of technology if they are to become marketable and competitive. These competencies can range from preparing a simple electronic document to designing plans for houses and other architectural structures such as bridges using specialized computerized software. When students see what is involved in the technology presented to them, it stimulates their interest and serves as a motivational tool, getting them to learn not only what they're expected to learn, but what they might not have been interested in learning in the first place. The use of various hardware and software programs allows students to become more interactive and collaborative as they engage in the teaching and learning process. Some of these programs would engage students in educational games such as WebQuest and allow them to carry out scientific experiments and engage in video conferencing with students from other learning institutions. Many students become more sociable as a result of having to use these various forms of technology in order to carry out these types of assignments. According to educational psychologist Jean Piaget's theory of cognitive development, students at the secondary level develop the ability to think about abstract concepts and logically test hypotheses. Technology-enabled teaching at this stage allows students to work independently and further develop their skills as inductive and deductive reasoning. They utilize many strategies and resources for problem solving. Woolfolk, 2004. Traditional teaching, on the other hand, causes students to be too dependent on teachers for their learning experiences. The teaching process is a continuous activity of asking questions and solving them. Brunner, 1982. Traditional teaching puts teachers at the center all the time, merely relying on class knowledge, which emphasizes the roles of teachers too much. There is very little collaboration and interactivity among peers in the classroom, as it's merely chalk and talk. Many students lose interest because their initiative and enthusiasm cannot be fully exerted in traditional classes, unlike the classes where technology enabled teaching takes place. Teachers, how will you now feel about student complaints regarding the way in which you teach your classes? I thank you.